Welcome to another week of The Achievers. I am Tamara McHale. This week we have with us on the program Mrs. Andrea Coy, CEO of Hardware and Lumber, a subsidiary of Grace Kennedy Company, sharing with us how she has managed to really stabilize the company. Andrea, pleasure to have you on the program.
Thank you, Tamara.
Hardware and Lumber Limited, a subsidiary of Grace Kennedy Company, for decades has been the company of choice for retailing home improvement supplies, building materials, and more. The company has under its mantle the Rapid True Value and AgroGrace brands. Since April 2012, Andrea Coy became CEO of the company and managed in less than a year to not only stabilize the business amidst the growing economic challenges globally and the hit on their sector, but also improve the company's profitability significantly by 325%. She shares the strategies she used to make this feat possible.
The first thing is in any business that needs fixing, the first phase is the stabilization phase. And that phase focuses on efficiencies, what costs we can take out of the business, how we can improve our processes. So we did a lot of that in the first phase. Huge in accomplishing what we needed to accomplish was a whole culture change. Getting the people aligned with where we wanted to take the business and how we were going to get there. So we did spend a lot of time on the people aspect, a lot of increased communication, cross-functional teams to get people engaged and get the message out there. A lot of road shows, visiting the branches, doing the staff meetings. So once we got the people aligned and on board and we reviewed our processes and costs, we could then turn our attention to better margin management and working capital management as well. So we focused on those critical areas, and I think that's where the success came from.
For her, what really led to a significant shift was also the role that her team played collectively.
I think what assisted to, we have a new management team in place. We had a new HR business partner, we have a new CFO who joined. So you had persons coming in with fresh approaches. But I think the thing that made the huge difference was the involvement, because we actually, as I mentioned, used cross-functional teams. And so we posed business problems to these groups, and the teams were taken from across the company, not just here in support services, but also from the stores, at the store level. And we pose business questions and have them come up with solutions. But you know, we do underestimate our people a lot, and persons want to be part of a winning team. So once you're able to get that emotive side and appeal to it, then you find that it's much easier to get persons aligned. And a lot of them had the answers. In the first week of getting here, I remember our HR business partner actually cleared the suggestion box. And there were some very good suggestions coming from the team about things that they saw going wrong that we needed to fix. And we incorporated that into some of what we're doing. And the key, as I said, was communication. Celebrate the successes, communicate what's going on, what's going right, reevaluating every step of the way. So we got them engaged.
No doubt, with such strategies employed by management, there would have been some challenges.
Within the first 4 weeks, we had to make some decisions in terms of the structure of the business. So, you know, you'd have had some fallout as a result of that, and some of that would not have been popular. What I try to do is to be very consistent in my approach. Very consistent in communicating the message, and I believe in being fair. Firm but fair. So we had the challenges, and I encountered the challenges, but we were able to work around them.
So what's the cost efficiency ratio of hardware and lumber, especially since the business has significantly turned around?
You know, we try to benchmark, but H&L is the only publicly listed company in this industry in Jamaica. So we've been benchmarking against the Home Depots and the Lowe's and so on. And I tell you, we're doing well in terms of our cost efficiency ratio.
And how does the company keep the competition at bay?
We're in two industries, and I need to make that very clear. So on the hardware side, the industry is very competitive. Barriers to entry very low. But we also have our agri-grace business, where we provide products and services for the agricultural industry. And we're the market leaders. We continue to find new solutions, bring new ideas. And we're particularly relevant in this time when the question of food security and how we feed ourselves, is so topical. So agri-grace continues to come to the market with those types of solutions. On the hardware side of the business, I think one of the advantages that we have is that we have our retail stores, because currently we have 10 retail stores on that side. So that helps us to leverage opportunities in the market. On that side of the business as well, we're continuously looking for new solutions to bring to the market, innovative products. Innovation is critical. And so we have a team of persons who are continuously assessing the market, visiting shows, trade shows, and so on, so that we can stay ahead of what's going on.
Next week, we touch on Andrea's journey and the historical feat Andrea accomplished by becoming the company's first female CEO.
Well, at the time when I was being appointed, I did not even realize I was the first female. Really. I heard that maybe a month later from our group chief HR, Dr. Jones. So for me, it really has not had anything to do with the gender.
Andrea Coy, CEO of Hardware and Lumber, sharing with us on The Achievers how she has managed to turn around the company. Next week, we find out more about her personal journey. For The Achievers, I am Tamara McHale.